I think we're on and we're good to go. Day 2 of, whoa, I just fell. Day 2, making Charlie into a tiny home. There's dirt, I look like I have a mustache. Anyways, I got it down. It's on the ground now. My face is itchy. Okay. Day 2 will consist of me attempting to take out a wheelchair lift, right there. Atlas did not have one of these, so this is a new thing for me. I'm gonna use my angle grinder a lot because the bolts seem to be undrillable, sure. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, that comes right off. I already detached the remote. I'm just gonna keep everything. I'll probably put it on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone needs it. And then if no one does, I don't know what you do with something like this. What are you? Okay. Hello, good morning. Dang, this is the like body of it, or the brain of it, I suppose. Ooh, ah! So I just disconnected, well, I'm disconnecting my positive. But one thing I did want to talk about is I totally have the electric shut off to the bus. So on Charlie, where the batteries are, there's an off and on switch. So if the bus is sitting for a long time, I can actually just turn it off so nothing's pulling from the batteries. And the bus batteries are just sitting. Even if I wanted this to work and I wanted to lower it, I can't until I just turn that switch on. So, which is a really cool feature because 1, I'm not worried about my batteries dying for Charlie, and 2, I'm not gonna get any little buzzes from touching any of these wires if I do something wrong, which makes me feel a lot better. So I'm just gonna angle grind these bolts right off. I'm gonna cover this back up. I got my positive off. I can't get my negative off. It's a really small space that I have to get to. So I'm just gonna angle grind, and hopefully when it comes down, I have a better angle that I can get to it, and we can do it that way. I try to get a hand tool in there. I don't have enough room. So take your angle grinder. I always cut my bolt head in half, and then I go underneath it and I cut the head clean off. Usually comes off pretty easy. I haven't been recording the last few probably in the last hour that I've been working on the wheelchair lift, mainly because I've been under the bus. I'll take you down there. I hit some of it with my phone. It's a lot more difficult than I thought. They definitely secured this baby on really, really well. So this is under the bus. You can see some of the bolts, like this one right here. They are very long, so I've been cutting them. This was one of the brackets that was holding. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's been an adventure down here. So I'm gonna try to hit the ones that I can get to. I think this AC unit may be in my way of a few bolts that may be hiding, so I may have to actually cut through the wheelchair lift, which I didn't want to do, but in the reality of things, once I cut all the bolts off and finally got the wheelchair lift free, took my crowbar, lifted it up just to make sure, then just handled it like a champ and moved her on over somehow. I actually had a bolt stuck still. It literally was just set in the hole, and then I look up and I realize how bad I have a mustache of dirt. There's dirt. I look like I have a mustache. Anyways, I got it down. It's on the ground now. I'll show you. It's right there. I'll show you. Wow, it really looks like I have a mustache. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out. This is gonna be interesting. This obviously did sit at its own door, but because I was parked so close to the wall, I couldn't just push it out, and I actually had to move it. This is a lot of work. So once I got it in front of the door, I laid it down on its side, and then I just pulled as far as I could get it out, but it wasn't moving very well, so I walked around to inside the bus. Then I just kind of hoped for the best, I suppose. Yikes. Oh! That could have been way worse. Oh, I think I just broke my extension cord though. I do jobs like this and I literally just blow my freaking mind every time because how did I get that out of the bus by myself? Now that the wheelchair lift is officially gone, I'm gonna start taking the floor out. I don't know how far I'll actually get today. Yeah, I don't get very far at all. I just remove a lot of screws from the metal tracks in the middle. I cut a few things. This floor is rough. I have not gotten it out yet. I've been working on it a few days now. Of course, there's more videos to come of the flooring, but it's a rough one, folks. Okay, I'm done for day 2. That wheelchair lift kicked my booty. So, we will start the floor tomorrow. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. That's my main thing. And then I ramble onto the camera about something super random about how I have no idea how to get this floor out. But this video is delayed about being posted, so I have already started working on the floor, giving me a whole lot of run for my money, but it's coming and there will be videos. What's up? And yeah, we'll get back at it tomorrow. Peace.